when we are professional teachers, for example, we have our particular passion, our particular specialization, and we want the students to come to be more knowledgeable and more skillful and hopefully passionate about our area of expertise. But if you think about any of the expertises that we want to make a place for in the curriculum, they're always put in the curriculum by reference to some conception of what the product of education should be or what the goal of education should be. So if we're going to put mathematics in the curriculum, it's because we say, well, you're going to need this right later in life, right? Or if we're going to put the arts in the curriculum, it's because we say, well, all your life, there's this great universe of artistic product for you to explore that will enrich your life, or maybe you will yourself become a. So we're always thinking longer term about what the child will grow up to be as a full adult. What is it to be a full human adult? And then immediately we have to become very philosophical, right? So we're saying, what capacities need to be developed? What are our genuine, mature needs? What things really are worth pursuing and what things really are not that important? And how is it all going to fit together so that by the time the child leaves our educational institution, and we're saying, you are on your own, go out and live your life, we have some conception of what kind of a life we're preparing that for. So, if you think about all of the great battles we have in education, sometimes it's a matter of turf war. Are we going to put this in the curriculum or not? And oftentimes that means to make room, we have to take something out in order to put something else in. We have to make a value judgment about what really is going to serve the student well in the long term. So, in business courses at the high school level, there's teaching about bookkeeping and finance and marketing and management and so on. Well, should we add a course in entrepreneurship? And there, what we have to do is merely make the case that students need to learn how to be entrepreneurial in their life. And it's a different conception of preparing students for, say, a business career of just, someone will give you a job and you will show up and they will tell you what's to do. The entrepreneurial way of thinking is a different philosophical mindset. Latin, right, or Greek on the curriculum, or should we substitute a modern language? Then what we're going to say is, well, there's in many cases a philosophical difference there. One side wants to say we are inheritors of this great tradition and students need to know that great tradition, absorb it and pass it on to the next generation. Another side wants to say, well, we're not so sure that those old traditions are all that great, so to speak, but the more important thing is students live in the real world now. It's a global cosmopolitan world, and for that, they need multiple languages and so on. So again, we're thinking very philosophically differently about what kind of life we're preparing students for.